Hey, Piper. Hope everybody's doing good on this Tuesday evening. Tonight I'm going to be smoking, I'm getting down to almost the end of my Ralph's Mix number 2 that comes from MA's. I'm going to be smoking it in one of my little Christmas pipes that my wife got me for Christmas, a little, it's sitting in an ashtray. Little Roma billiard. I was just kind of in a billiard mood today, and it's the glare is making it look like it's a paneled billiard, but it's not. Very smooth. It's got some beautiful graining in it. This is not a super expensive pipe at all. It's around 55, 60 bucks, but it's got some nice bird's eye graining in it, and getting down just about to the end of that Ralph's Mix number 2. I've been really holding off, kind of using it wisely because it's an MA's blend. I hadn't been that direction in a pretty good while, but I'm going, going tomorrow to meet our good friend, my good friend, and everybody's good friend, Smoking Grandpa Bones tomorrow, and I'm going to pick up some the Ralph's Mix number 2. You know, I've smoked the Ralph's Mix on here, and y'all seen me smoke it before. I hadn't in a while. It's Buddy's. It's his dad's old blend. It's more of a tropical type blend. It's pretty much made up of Burleys and Cavendish, that kind of thing. Probably some Virginias in it. It's an aromatic, real smooth. Very similar to Wall Street, but a little different. And the regular Ralph's Mix is more of a tropical with a hint of coconut flavoring in it. This is the same. The Ralph's Mix number 2 is the same, but without the coconut. The Ralph's Mix was the first blend I guess I ever bought from Buddy at MA's, and I smoked it and smoked it, and one day I tried the Ralph's Mix number 2, and let me tell you, well, actually the last trip over, this is fairly new to me as far as my purchases from MA's, but I fell in love with it, and it ranks up there with Wall Street, in my opinion. So, but I'm not going to buy a whole bunch. I'm buying most of my cigars from Governor's, but I'll pick up 3 or 4 cigars maybe and restock on some blends. I certainly want to get some more Ralph's Mix number 2 and a little more Wall Street, and maybe some Burley Light, Golden Delight, or maybe some more Cajun Queen or something, you know. But always truly have enjoyed his blends over there, really have, and looking forward to tomorrow. We just got in, got hosed down, got in the shower. My hair is still wet and stuck on a cap, and got in and was fiddling around inside, and I heard the lawnmower going, and I said, well, I think this is my cue. My wife was out with a push mower. We use it to get around the house, and you know, with what we don't weed eat, we get around the trees and stuff. I said, maybe she's trying to tell me something. The front yard wasn't real bad, but the backyard was beginning to look pretty bad. So we got out there and knocked that out, and I cranked up the riding mower, and she got around 2 or 3 trees and got up closer to the house, and it didn't take her for just a few minutes to knock it out. And started to go take the boat up and wash it, but I said, nah, I'm gonna make that my my Saturday morning project. I'm getting it back straight. I don't know if I told y'all or not, I went off and left my little 320 over at Governor's the other day. As soon as I got home, I called him on his cell phone. He didn't even answer hello. He just said, "Boy, I found a good-looking pipe over here." I was thankful he found it because I laid it on what's going to eventually be his rolling table where he hand makes cigars, But looking forward to Friday night too. I'm honored to be able to go to and make it and be a part of as far as being an attendee of Friday Governor's first pipe. First cigar event, and the Black Label Trading Company is putting it on in conjunction with Governor's, and of course they're introducing their new morphine line and their new morphine cigar along with some others. And promoting their others, and it'll be a pairing. We're going to pair it with some New Orleans beers, I think he said, and maybe and I know some whiskeys, and it's just going to be how to different ways to pair them with whiskeys and different beverages, and it'll be at a place called Nona's, which is we have a local chef here named Corey Ball. He has two restaurants. One's called Cotton's, very upscale place, and then Nona's is a really nice place, and it's his grandmother. I think he said his grandmother was Italian, and it's an Italian place with a Louisiana twist to it. I guess probably a Cajun twist to it. I don't know. I've never been, so looking forward to that. But house, I just hate. I know you needed to get back to work, but I hate you're going to miss it. There'll be several of the regular hangers out there that'll make it. But also got a video up today. I think I hadn't watched it. I watched Guy Witherspoon's, and Pipe Pappy's got his Wacky Wednesday up a day early, so y'all be sure to go check it out. To guess what blend he's smoking, and that may be a toughie there. I got close on the last one, but I wasn't quite there. I was mighty close, but didn't quite make it. But it's a good little contest he does every Wednesday. Plays a little music, so y'all be sure to go check him out. And Guy, I have to agree with you. The music today is just really gone. Just absolutely really gone downhill. In my opinion, now this is my opinion, and it's certainly not meant to offend anyone. I don't think there's been a lot. I love country music. I love rock. And since I've met Guy Witherspoon, I've always listened around to a little bit of big band swing type music. But I really, truly become a lover of that. Benny Goodman, Count Basie, and all those. Really, Guy Witherspoon really turned me on to that. And it's so nice to smoke a pipe with it, or a cigar, and just relax. And of course, sometimes you'll hear me play it in the background as long as I don't get dinged by the YouTube police. But I always loved Guy's videos when he would have it in the background, and every now and then he'll slip one in without getting a strike, But in my opinion, there hadn't been any good country or rock since the late 80s. That's about the end of it, And now that's strictly my opinion. And something else I certainly don't mean to offend anybody, but and this is also just strictly my opinion, but from about Garth Brooks on, that was kind of the beginning of the end for country to me. I like it. Really liked it in the 70s and 80s in particular. Some of the 60s and stuff, I even go back and listen to the old original Hank Williams, I got an extensive Hank collection, as far as old albums, and even got some old 78s and stuff. I was very fortunate. My dad, was in the jukebox business in the 50s and the early 60s. And I've still got a lot of the old 45s from, Fats Domino and Jerry Lee Lewis and Sam Cooke and some old Brenda Lee and some Chubby Checker, and you get Little Richard and Chuck Berry and all those. My mom saved them. We got stacks of them, and some of them, and country artists too, and blues, country, rock. Music was always very prevalent in my house. No one, my mother played piano a little bit, and she had me take piano lessons as a child, but none of us was ever very musically inclined. But it was always filled with music. But I tell you, this stuff they're turning out today, this so-called new country is just, I don't know what that is, but it's just god awful, horrible. Of course, I guess the old timers said that about the '80s music, and I love Crystal Gayle and Eddie Rabbitt and that kind of thing. And I guess a lot of the people, next generation, said, "Oh, that's garbage," But so maybe we have become our fathers. I don't know, guys, but I just can't stomach it, and absolutely loathe, hate rap. I cannot listen to it. It hurts the ears. But and of course, this new rock is. I mean, I truly listen to classic. I don't have Sirius XM radio in my truck, but I think I'm gonna put it in. It's I listen to Direct TV on the satellite. They've got them, 60s, 70s, 80s, both rock and country, and then they've got the big band swing. I love to listen to it. And in the truck, I either listen to CDs or we have a 105.3 FM. There's a classic rock. There's one classic country station here. There's actually two. One of them is good. One of them is not. Actually, one of them is AM, and it plays the better music. The FM, he plays a lot of stuff. Honestly, that sounds like the flip side of a lot of some awful, stuff I've never heard of artists, but just not popular. Never understood where he came from on that. But well, it's been a hectic week. Emily did her dance recital last night, and of course, as a dad, I got a crow. It's tough sometimes to sit through those things. But when she come out during her dances, it made it all worthwhile to me. And of course, I'm a typical father, and I'm not, I want to say, well, I'm not saying this because she's my child, but she really has a knack for it, and I want to encourage her. And of course, this year they've got her on the front row, and her little dance teacher is friends of ours, and our customers at the restaurant, we're in the first suite in that little row, our restaurant. Then there's another suite with a little finance company, and then the dance studio is the third suite, and of course Emily can just walk back and forth to dance, to come back down to the restaurant. But she says she's really, really, really doing good, and she said I'm putting her out on the front this year because so we're excited about that. But we did a little catering this morning. My wife did, and I stayed and managed tried to hold the fort down while she went catering. Oh, it was hectic and chaotic, and everybody wanted to just. It's one of those days where nobody could get it together. We were all just. But Saturday, the girl called. She said, "These beef briskets are awfully big." They sent in. She was opening the boxes and putting stuff in the cooler, and I said, "Well, some of them are big." We were off on Saturday. Well, come to find out, what they had put on Sunday evening to smoke all through the night was dadgum carving roast. That's what they had put in this box, like you see at Piccadilly or Morrison's or, one of these cafeteria deals. And I'm like, my goodness, that ain't brisket. So they're going to credit us, but we'd already smoked them, And very good cut of meat. He said, well, look, just keep it. We're going to credit it. So today we had, we wound up running to the store, the local butcher, and had him cut us some briskets, which we had to buy them, and got that taken care of. But so we had actually carved roast beef on the lunch menu today. So, and it went in. It was it was accidentally that we smoked it, but it turned out absolutely scrumptious, smoked on that pit. So, well, friends, we're getting down to the mark, and I'm not going to keep y'all over tonight. I'm going to take the camera with me tomorrow. And if Bones is up to a quick little video, we will. And of course, if it's not real crowded at MA's, we'll do one and try to respect their privacy and all too. And if Bones is up to it, I certainly would love to make a little short video. But we'll try to catch y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Take care and God bless y'all.